Okay, so in this section, you already know what is the meaning by save to file method. Okay? So we are going to access the report.txt and then we are going to update the report. And yeah, in this page, we study about how to change exit on close to dispose on close. So it means we will not terminate the program. We just close the existing window and then maybe we can go back or we can go to another page. If you do your team project with several pages, yeah, you may need this method as well. Oh, so okay, there is one question from the team 5. Okay. I'm sorry because after this class I will have another meeting. Okay. So please send me email about the possible time. I will check my schedule later. Okay. So the report to Java, it contains this method. Okay. So we have the set visible. So if it is false, then it means we close. Okay. So last time, I think you did one problem in your review quiz. Yeah, actually, I didn't reach this part, but yeah, you have the problem. So I saw that some of you did a good answer. Maybe you just choose the answer random. Okay. But yeah, I would like to inform you that this set feasible, yeah, there are two. We can set false, we can set true. If it is false, then it means we want to close. So we have a report. In this case, if I want to return, okay, so this is the report of Java. So there's a button return. If I click the return, so if I click return, then the report page will be false. It means I will close it. And then the CS. What is CS? If you move your cursor here, so you can see this is the coffee shop. So the coffee shop page will appear. Okay, so that's the meaning by true and false in this section. And you have the report.txt. So I will explain more in the next chapter how we can create a file and then how we update the file. So if we have string, if we have numbers, okay, there will be different way to update the text in the report or in the text file. So in the first time, we made this report with 4 initial values. But when you have new cells, when you have another cells, it will keep updating the report. Now, I would like to explain how we can do between one frame and other frame. So this coffee shop, the Java, the coffee shop, the Java contain, oh, not this one. So the coffee shop, the Java, it contains one object which is frame. So the frame will be executed in the first time. So in the next PowerPoint, I will explain about the try and catch. What does it mean by try and catch? For now, you can just see this one frame. The frame is a static So the static means we are going to make this as the main page. Okay? In the main page, we need to make it as a static because we can go to another page. We can go to another frame. We can go to another panel. So the first will be static and the other can be an object. For example, report. This is another object. So the first frame, mostly it is a static, and the other page, you can just make from another object. So in this case, I will make an object frame, and this object frame is a new object from the coffee shop, and then show. So I can see the frame of the coffee shop. So when we run this coffee shop, it means I would like to build all those things. So I will make the content pane, I will make the menu panel, I will make the label menu, I will make the combo box, and so on. Okay? So it will be created into one of your frame. And I suppose you click order. When you click order, so you will get all the information from the page. So if you are clicking the Americano and regular and takeaway and the quantity, so the program here will run based on your code. So it will extract all the information and then you will put it into the class order with the parameters like this one. And then the report here, when you click the report button, you want to make a report object. So this report will be a new report. What is a new report? The new report will be this one. So we will make all the contents in the user interface of the report. So once we have the object, again, I will use the try and catch. I will explain later. The frame, what is the frame? The frame here is the coffee shop. So the coffee shop now become false. What does it mean by false here? So I do not want to see the coffee shop because I want to set the visible become false. If it is true, then I can see it. Then I will close the coffee shop. Okay. I will close the coffee shop and then I will do something on the report. What is it? I would like to put the order. What is the order? The order here is from the order that you created when you click the button order. After you have this object, what is this object? So this is related to the order that you already click on the user interface. So you have like the Americano, you have the regular size, you have the takeaway option, and then maybe the quantity is 1. So everything in the object, it will be sent to the object report. It means I would like to send those information of order to report Java. And then frame. What is frame? This is the coffee shop information. Okay. So I would like to send all the things in this coffee shop.java and I would like to put it into the report.java. Okay, so I would like to put also the order to the report.java. So in the report.java, I will get this one. Okay, send. So I will receive. What will I receive? Okay, I will receive that the order is the same with the order. And then this coffee shop is the same with the coffee shop object. And then the report will be the same with the coffee shop dot report. So it is the same with what we already generate in the coffee shop Java. Why do we need this one? Because this report should be before the sales. Okay. So when we create this coffee shop Java, we want to create the report first. And after we have one report, we will deliver all the information from this coffee shop into the report Java. So you need to make the object report here first, and then we send to report Java. That's the flow, how to make the report. So if you, in your team project, I guess many of you will generate the report. So please also use this way. And the last one, after you finish everything, you want to show the report. So you want the report appear in your environment. That's why we have the set visible equals to true. Right? Yeah, that's all for building the report. Okay, so you need to understand how to make the report from this section, and hopefully you are able to create the report. Okay? Because based on my experience, there are many students who has error in this section. Okay? So once you arrive in that section, and if you cannot make the report, so please let me know. I will try to help you as much as I can. Okay? Okay, so once you run the file, then you can see the order. You need to click the order first. If there is no order, you cannot click the report. Okay, for example, if I run this, so if you directly click the report, then it goes to error. Okay, so why it is error? It is null. Because in the report, it requires at least one order. If you don't have any order, then it will be error. Okay. So you need to input the order form and then click report. And when you close the report, it will return back to the original or the first page, which is the coffee shop. So if you run this one, check one order. Okay, and then you have report. And then after this, you want to go back, return. Then you can return to the previous one. And then let's say you have another menu, for example, the cappuccino large with whipped cream takeaway and 2. After you have the sales, so this put the information about the sales after you click on the order. And then once you click report, it will be included again. So the newest one is the cappuccino large T, C, and then quantity 2, and the sales is 8,000. And if you return, yeah, you can have another sales. So you don't need to close your program. Okay. Okay, hopefully you understand all the things until now. And yeah, that's the thing in the team project. Hopefully you can implement this Java into your daily problems, or yeah, later if you learn more about this programming, you know how to implement this one. Okay. Okay, any questions? No? Then let's move to the last section, which is about the input and output. So this is the last PowerPoint that I can share. If I finish everything today, then on Monday, we will do one practice. Yeah, so you can know what kind of problems you will do on your final exam. Okay, anyway, let's try to finish all the things by today. I'm going to discuss about the file output, file input, and how we can have multiple variables on the input and output. And we are going to learn about try and catch. We are discussing about the file output, and we are going to use print stream. So you know already in the previous code. Okay, so in this coffee shop, you have the print stream. That's print stream. Yeah, this one you have print stream. So in this case, the print stream is one of the Java library in order to print into an external file. For example, here I use the txt file. So the concept of a stream, it use of files. So I will use files. In this case, maybe the easiest one is text file. Actually, yeah, you can include also Microsoft Word, you can include Excel, okay. Once you have the library, then you can reutilize those documents. So in the case of the files, we can store the Java classes, we can store also the program, and also you can store other kind of files, for example, pictures. Okay. So some of you ask me how to upload a picture. Okay. So in the design, actually, yeah, you can make a kind of picture. For example, in this button, there's an icon here. Okay. Sorry, I forgot. There's one team who asked me about this one, but I didn't reply you. Okay. So you can have, yeah, the image that you want to use. So you can go here. So you can get the image selection mode. So if you want to put the image, you can put in the icon, okay? Or let's say if you want to put into a panel, okay? So you can also make a panel, and then you can make a kind of picture here. So here is a panel, and then I can make with the absolute layout. Okay. After I have the absolute layout, um, oh, where is it? No. Oh, okay, on the option. Okay, so you can have like the oh, where is it? So canvas is one of the things you can draw, but it's not from the. Okay, I will let you know after the break. Okay. So I forgot where is this bookmark. So we need to get the file. if we extract the files into the Java, and then we can put it into the user interface here. So I will teach you after the break. Okay? So now let's just focus on this one. Yeah, you can put music, you can put video, and you can also use files to store the program input and output. So nowadays, you learn if you are like using this one, yeah, you ask the user to input. So you need to type name, and then you need to type the GPA, you need to type the name and GPA, and then the program will calculate for you. However, maybe in your program, yeah, you can read the text file. So like in the coffee shop, we read the text file. Then after I read the text file, we want to show it in the program. So that's also another way to do the input and output. In Java, we will use the print stream. Okay? We call it stream. It is a flow of input or output. It can be characters, it can be numbers, and it can be any kind of data set. It can be any type of data which is primitive. Okay? So the numbers can be integer, double, so characters, and it can be also string, it can be byte, and etc. We know the basic idea of the scanner, and you know the basic idea about the system.out. So the stream also use the same command as scanner and system.out. So whenever you print, yeah, you will see the system.out.print or system.out.println or system.out.printf. In the scanner, yeah, we want to get the, for example, if we want to get from the system, it means I can type something. If I type something, then the system will get the information. Okay, maybe we can see this idea. So we have any input, for example, the keyboard, or if you have like CD, and then we can do the input stream. So using the print stream or the input stream, and then let the program do something, and then we want to do the output. So for example, we want to show in the monitor, or we want to save it in the hard disk. So why use files for input output? In the coffee shop example, we use the file because if you use the keyboard input and the screen output deal with temporary data. So it's only temporary. After you close, when you open again, what happened? There is no data. Okay. If you include this one, if I run this, oh, no, I don't want to run this code. I want to run the student main. Okay, I will run the student main. Okay, how many students? For example, 3. Okay, and then I will input David, and then for example 3.5, 6. Okay, Bob 3.5. Okay, and then Charlie, for example 2.9. Okay, so we know that we need to input 3. So there are name, GPA, and name and GPA for 3 times. After we finish this program, if we run again, then yeah, we need to input the same time. Okay. So we need to input again 3. So we need to test. The first name is David and 3.6, and then Bob, it is 3.5, and then for example, Charlie again, then maybe this is 2.95. So every time you test the program, you need to input all those values. It is not efficient. So we can use files. If we have the file, and then you can just read the file, then it will be fine. So the data, if you use file, it will remain in the file. And it can be used for next time when the program runs, and it can be used by another program. So for example, if you have text file, or if you have the Word file, if you have Excel file, yeah, all those files can be used in the program. So there are two kinds of files. The first is text files, and the other is binary files. So all data in files stored as a binary digit. So whether it is a long series of 0 and 1s, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, something like that, or yeah, it can be also another way to save that. Files treated as a sequence of characters, we call it text files. So the report.txt, it is text file. Microsoft Word, it is also text file. And the text file, yeah, is like the Java program source code. So it is also a text file. It can be viewed, edited by the text editor. So if you use PowerPoint, if you use Microsoft Word, if you use Notepad++, or if you use Eclipse, yeah, so you can edit the text. So we call it, this is the text file. However, if the files are binary files, it means it is related to movie. Okay, so those are the binary files. It contains of the 010101. And we do not know what is inside that one because it is the binary. And to access the files, you need to have the special program. In order to create a text file, okay, yeah, the first file will be empty, and then you can also do with the print line. You know that the print line is an output, so you want to show the output in the console. But if you want to print line into a file, yeah, the method is the same, which is print line, but there should be another statement in order to print into the text file. And the data goes initially to memory buffer. So we don't know about the structure in a computer, but when you write something, it will be stored in the memory of your computer. So that's why, like this one, you can, for example, copy this line, and then you can paste. So this is a type of the memory buffer. The computer has the memory buffer. It will save something related to this operation, copy and paste, delete, or other things. If we want to close the file, yeah, it will empty the buffer, and we need to disconnect from the stream. So let's see one example. So let's make one Java file, save report.java. So for this purpose, I would like to make one new package. Sorry. Let's see, I have the section 10. And then I will make the save report.java. Okay, I hope you still remember how to make the Java file. In this case, I don't need to make the window builder. I can make a new Java class. So what is it? Save report. And don't forget to make the main method okay, because it's only a single file. So I will copy all those things. So we have the save report. So maybe I will just copy this one in the main method. Okay, so there are some errors. What are the errors? The first is about print stream. Okay, we need to download the print stream library. So once you click this one, then import print stream. Then the error disappear. The second one, we have file. So file, you can go to the error part, and then now you have an option, import file, java.io. Okay. So you have file and print stream. Now there's another error. What is this error? If you put your mouse here, okay, there are two options. You want to add throws declaration, or you want to surround with try catch. So this is the statement in Java. So if you have an error, you will not quit directly. So if you have an error, your program will not stop, but it will find the alternative. So the try and catch can find, like, they can block if there's an error, and then you can have the alternative solution. So in this case, I think I will not use the try catch now. Let's use the add throw declaration. So the add throw declaration here means I'm using the file not found exception. So this is the error message. So Java has this kind of way to prevent. If you want to open the file test1.txt, if you cannot find the file, then do something. So do not need to connect to the memory buffer all the time. So once you know that there is no file, then just stop your program. That's the meaning by the throws. So we don't want to know that this error will go to the memory without stop. So we will stop once we know that there is an error about this. So there are three libraries that we include here. Okay. Now let's try. You can run it. Oh, before I run this one, I would like to make an object to file. And this is the variable that I created. And everything that I will print in this to file, please print it into the test1.txt. So everything that is in the to file, for example, to file.print. So I will print the number 1. And then I want to print \n. What is it? Yeah, \n. Do you still remember? Space? No. So, yes, that's right. We want to go to the next line. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So this is the next line. We want to go to the next. And then we want to do print line 2. So after we print 2, we go to the next line. And then we want to print 3. Okay. And all the content will be in the test1.txt. So let's see. If I run, Save report. Okay. You cannot see anything. Why? Why? There is no text here. Why? What happened? Is something wrong with this one? No, there is no something wrong. So what you need to do is you need to go to the project. Okay. You need to go to the project and then right click and then click refresh. Okay, so you click refresh and you can find there is a new file which is test1.txt. So this file has been created because we run this code. So everything in this section, it will be printed into the test1.txt. So if you open this file, double click, and you can see that the result is 1 and 2 and 3. So instead of printing in the console, we print the result into a text file. Okay. So we have the class name file. So the file provides a way to represent file names in general way. So you can write the file name which is test1. You can change later. And yeah, it requires a new object. So the object new file is not simply a string. It is an object that knows that it is supposed to name a file. So this means that everything inside this string is the file name. Okay. So the class print stream is the alternative to save the stream. It is the text, for example, in this case. Okay. So the stream in this case is a collection of data in a particular type. We can do with integer, we can do with character, and so on. So instead of the print stream, we can also use another kind of stream class, such as object stream. Okay. But I just want to focus on the one. Okay. Maybe I will just give you the simple idea about this print stream. So in the print stream, it has similar methods with the system.out. Okay, so you already know what is the system.out. And in the system.out, we can print system.out.print, and then we can system.out.print line. The same with the system.out. In the print stream, we can do with print. We can do with print line. So here are some of the methods in the class file. Actually, there are still more, not only this one, but there are many more. So for example, like can read. So we want to test whether the program can read from the file or not. The return value will be Boolean, so it's true or false. Can write, so it is also another Boolean. Delete, so if you want to delete the file. Exists, so I want to know whether the file exists or not. Get name, I want to get the file name. Get path, I want to know where is the location that I saved the file. And then length, I want to know how length is the file. So usually the representation will be in bytes. We can also use the specific path name. So we can use the specific path name. It means you are not saving this file in the project folder, but you're going to save the file in very specific package. Maybe you want to put here in section 10. Then there's a possible way, which is to mention the full path name. Or yeah, you can use the relative path name, but the relative path name will be more complicated. So yeah, you need to make the full path name for the easy understanding. Okay. So let's see if I use this one. Uh, maybe I will try to find. So let me teach you. Okay. If I want to find the file, so you can right click. Okay, you can right click on the project, and then you can go to the properties. And in the properties, you will see the location. So you can click this one. Okay, so this is the environment for the Eclipse. So this is the environment of my Eclipse. And let's say if I want to save into the source section 10. So I have this path. Okay. So I copy this one, Control C, and follow this one. Let's say I want to save the file in the folder section 10. Okay, let's try. So I have this. You need to use double backslash. Yeah, that's the way to mention the path. So I would like to run this. Okay, again, there is nothing. What you need to do is to refresh. And you can see there is a new file. Okay, task1.txt under the package section 10. So you need to specify this path in order to store the file in the particular workspace or in a particular package like this one. But if you don't declare this path, it will be located into the project folder. Okay. So, okay, maybe we can have the break first. It's almost the time for break. Let's have a break for 10 minutes. I will continue after the break. And make sure you come on time. I will do the attendance check after the break time.